Hey you guys, I just wanted to pop in here. It's Friday night, and I was let me start by telling you about my week. Okay, I, I needed to get in here. It's been a few days. It's been unreal. This is one of those weeks that started out, and I was thinking this is going to be a great week. Like I've got this time here, this time here. There's plenty of chances to get things done, and I think to rest but also be productive, and it's not too crazy at work. And it didn't go that way. It didn't go that way at all. First of all, this was a holiday weekend, and I worked a good part of it. I spent multiple days from the end of last week going through the weekend back to back at the hospital, just um, and it wasn't horrible, but it was busy. And then that rolled into the holiday Monday, and just it's summer, right? So what are most of us moms doing? Hustling. We are getting kids ready for camp. We are making plans. We are um, shopping and packing and running around and doing errands every spare moment we have. If we haven't already, we're getting doctor's appointments done. We are getting forms signed. We are getting COVID tests. We're doing all kinds. I mean, just, running. And so after back to back days in the hospital, in the office, all the things, I've got a child who's going off to a camp for 3 weeks for the first time this summer. And the summer schedule for the teen ministry is picked up, all these new plans coming, and there's been just non-stop activity. And so from there, I'm thinking, oh, I've got time. I've got a holiday, which, I mean, let's be real. It's a holiday. A lot of stuff wasn't open. Maybe there's a little online shopping I could do, but it's still a holiday. And on the back of working through the weekend and working through the nights, I really wasn't very productive Monday. So it looks like a opportunity to get a lot of stuff done, but really not so much. And then Tuesday, the whole day running meetings, like trying to figure out how to get all the things done, just back to back to back to back. And then it's back into the hospital. And I kid you not, usually, even on a rough night, I can get a couple of hours of sleep. Not 1 hour of sleep. I don't think I slept at all, honestly. There was a period of time from maybe 2:30 in the morning till 5 where I was in my call room laying down and the phone did not stop ringing. I mean, just every time I would answer a call, handle a situation, and hang up the phone, I would close my eyes and think I'm going to get, and as soon as I get ready to fall asleep, boom, that phone would ring again. And I was like, whoo, this is going to be one of those nights. The entire night. So by the time I got home Thursday morning, I had planned to take one of my kids needed an x-ray. And I was like, okay, well, I'll just come home, pack her up, go do that. And I thought, as I was doing it, I've been up for well more at this point than 24 hours. And I just thought, I'm not even sure if I should be driving her around. Like that was the thought I had. It's not a problem. Took her somewhere close by, got it done, and drove home. That was yesterday. And then after that, I laid down, got a nap. And then the kids were trying really hard to be good. They really were. They went off to the pool. They locked up the dog so that hopefully I could sleep, because the dog is going to find me and bark out the windows and whatever while I'm trying to sleep. So they lock her up. And then for unknown reasons to me and to anybody else, which she never does. She just stayed down there and cried and howled and carried on. So even that period of time I was supposed to sleep was cut short by that. So I come into today to do 7 cases in the operating room. Nothing particularly crazy, but definitely a day I was like, today is a caffeine day. We're going with the high test today. Today is a full caffeine coffee day, not half calf, not decaf. We're doing the real stuff today. And so that was this morning. So by the time that finished up, I came home and I thought, oh yeah, after work I had to have my own little doctor's appointment. I've had 3 eye surgeries this year, and I needed to, follow up. Things are going great. I can see fantastic. I can drive. I don't need my glasses anymore. No more contacts. It's awesome. But I went to that appointment, stopped by this grocery store on the way back, got back to the house. And I'm telling you, I didn't want to do one more thing. Nothing. I want to cook dinner. I don't want to do anything. I don't want to talk to anybody. But it's the last chance for one of my kids to see her best friend before she moves off to California. So I have another teenager in my house tonight. And my son was studying the Bible with his dad and a couple of guys. And so there's been stuff kind of happening. And I'm telling you, I started thinking, we got multiple things going on this weekend, all good things, but activities. It's not a just lay around kind of weekend. And I was thinking, there's a lot of us like that. There's a lot of us like that who have a lot of things planned. They're all great things. We've got busy lives. We've got people we love. It's not always everything is horrible to be stressed. And I thought, what happens on the weekends for a lot of us? We just let go because the schedule and the pace is different. And instead of sticking to a plan through the weekend is often where we just kind of go, well, whatever. And we're running around with the kids and we're running around with from event to event, and we're grabbing stuff at the drive-through to eat, or we're eating snacks or candy or chips or junk just because that's what's easy and available. And we put in all this work through the week on either making our food plan or making sure we're thinking about, structure and what might serve, and trying to drink our water. I just finishing up this hydration challenge tomorrow. And, at least there's some sort of if you're in an office or whatever setting, you can kind of try to plan. And then when you get these days off, which no mom is ever off. No mom is ever off. If you take a vacation away from your kids, okay, you might kind of mostly be off. But other than that, weekends are not off. Weekends are just a different job. You mom full time instead of working and mom. But what I find happens is we tend to drop any sort of planning for ourselves. And that's when we go, oh, well, at least it's a weekend and I can, I'm going to have a treat. We're going to go eat out. And then we overdo, or we have an extra glass of wine when we might not during the week. Or we decide instead of going for a walk, we're going to watch TV. We're just going to sit and binge Netflix or something, and we're snacking mindlessly. We wouldn't normally do that, but we think, well, this is recreation. This is rest. This is taking care of myself. And I want to challenge that tonight. And that's why I got on here. That's why I got on here, because, right now I kind of wanted to sit in front of the TV and just zone out, just kind of go from episode to episode. I've been watching The Lincoln Lawyer, watched like 2 episodes of that. And I was like, this is kind of fun. And there's part of me that just wanted to do that for the rest of the evening and then just be like, all right, I'm tired and go to bed and maybe have cookies or something. And I thought, you know what? What I really, really want is not to have a regret hangover in the morning or on Monday for that matter and go, ugh, what did I do to myself this weekend? And have that feeling of trying to like dig out of a hole to be like, oh, I got to start over. It's Monday. Yeah, Valerie, I'm saying like, yes, it's nuts. Now drink water. I'm telling you, there's a way to approach this weekend thing without letting the whole thing fall apart and having to restart on Monday. That restarting on Monday thing, that phenomenon doesn't have to exist. And it doesn't mean you can't enjoy your weekend. The question is enjoying your weekend the same thing as self-sabotaging your weekend? Because that's what it ends up being. And I think that's the key, is how are we looking at it? Let me give you an example. Some of the thoughts that go through our brains on the weekend is, well, I need a break. Well, I've been doing so well. I deserve to have something nice. Or I just want to kind of go off script for a little bit. I want to just loosen up a little bit. Here's the problem with that thinking. The problem with that thinking is that it's not actually what you really want. What you really want is for the scale to keep coming down if you're on a weight loss plan. It's for, if you're not trying to lose, you're not probably trying to gain. And this up and down roller coaster thing that we do when we're on the plan, off the plan, on the plan, off the plan is not really working. And it's frustrating. And we end up completely demoralized. And then you keep feeling like you have to keep getting back on track on Monday, instead of keeping in mind what we really, really want. Yes, absolutely. We want the scale to come down. So what if the plan for the weekend was, okay, how do I take care of myself this weekend in a way that serves what I really, really want? That doesn't end up being, oh, my reward is extra cookies or a bag of chips or watching hours of TV, of not drinking our water, of not getting enough sleep. What if part of the way we constructed the weekend was we go, okay, yep, there's this event and that event, and we got to pack for this and plan for that and organize this and organize that. And so like tonight, I could justify in my brain, I could say, yep, I want to stay up. And I've been running like a crazy person. I've been working like a dog, and I got 9,003 things to do, but I could stay up and watch TV tonight because I could sleep a little late. I don't have to get up at 5:30 tomorrow morning. I just don't. But here's the problem. Let's say I stay up till midnight watching TV. Okay. I could sleep till 7:30. I might even get to sleep till 8 o'clock. But here's the problem. Here's what's going to happen. When I do get up, there's still all that stuff I want to get done. And now there is something to get to. There is the picnic lunch to pack for, the thing at the park, and there's stuff to do. So I can't just show up somewhere. There's some planning and preparation needs to be done. So you know that all that other stuff that needs to get done, like I've got my new prescription for the baby needs new glasses. And of course there's sticky notes all over it for other stuff I'm supposed to do. And there's these standardized test results I need to look through. And oh yeah, there's this position I was thinking about maybe applying for at work. And there's just all this stuff, which if I decide that stuff and getting it off my plate, either addressing it, however I want to deal with it, is important. If I wake up fresh tomorrow morning and I get up not early, but a little later than normal, but not late, I actually am probably going to attack much more stuff. I'm going to go for a nice walk, take the dog out before it gets smoking hot tomorrow, and, you know, get myself ready for the day in a way that just makes me feel supported and loved. Like I got something taken, because I guarantee you the teenagers in my house will not be up early with me. So that's my time. I can do what I want tomorrow morning, get all kinds of stuff done, take care of me. And then when I hit the ground running for the next thing and the event and packing everybody up and doing all the stuff, I actually got me in first. I got my stuff taken care of. I'm not running around like a crazy person feeling like, ugh, I got left behind again. What if we applied that same thought to food? Okay, so a lot of times on the weekend, we just let the whole schedule go. I'm going to suggest to you that you don't do that. Here's why. It take you 2 minutes probably tonight. Grab your notes app on your phone. This is something I do with my clients. So I'm going to let you in a little sneak peek. Some of the work I do with my weight loss clients. Make a plan. Make a plan for what you're going to do tomorrow. You're like, well, we might be here, we might be there, we might. Not a problem. Guess where you'll be based on what your plans are, and write it down in your notes app. Something reasonable that you think you'll do. So we're going to be running around and we're going to have to stop and get fast food. Okay. Where are you going? Do you have the choice to pick somewhere where you might be able to grab, I don't know, something like a kale salad at Chick-fil-A? Or look, what could you do if you ask your brain, look, what can I do with the situation that I'm working with that will serve me and it will take care of me? And let me plan it in advance. I'm gonna get up in the morning, I'll have coffee. Do I want to have some ginormous breakfast? Yes. Okay. I probably won't be hungry at lunchtime. Great. I'm gonna be running anyway. Or, I'm not usually hungry in the morning. I don't need that. I'll just get up, have coffee. I've got all these things I want to do. I'm going to get up fresh. I'm going to take care of that kind of stuff. And I'm not going to eat until noon. But at noon, I'm going to be out in the street. What am I going to do? So just 2 minutes. Pull out your notes app, write down the date and your plan for the day. Coffee, kale salad, and you're going out on date night with your husband or, a friend or whatever you're doing tomorrow night. Protein, salad, veggie, glass of wine. Write it down. Okay? Now here's the key. Now stick to your plan. Why? Because you planning that out for tomorrow is your act of self-care right now. And following it through tomorrow is your act of self-love tomorrow for yourself. That is how you take your crazy, take your busy, and incorporate you and your care for yourself in it. That way, it's not just, all the stuff that has to get done and you're just at the whim of the schedule and you're at the whim of everybody else's needs. You get to choose how to put you in the plan and keep you taken care of, just like you're taking care of everybody else. So that is something I want you to really consider. It sounds like, well, that doesn't seem like much fun or that seems like work, but I promise you 2 minutes today can set you up for success and take away that regret hangover on Monday morning. So consider trying that. Just carve out a couple minutes. Often it's one of the last things I do at night before, I've set my alarm for the morning or whatever it is on my phone. And I just click on my notes app, write a little plan for the next day. This is what I'm going to do. And then it takes the drama the next day out of, what am I going to eat or where we're going to? No. I got a plan. And if I go, well, what's the plan? I forgot. Boom, it's written down. Easy. So just take that 2 minutes and serve yourself in a way that's going to love you tomorrow. Just in that way, you never let go of you completely. You didn't just kind of, free fall into your weekend. You actually got to just like you planned, oh, this is what the kids need, and this is the plan for the trip, and this is all that stuff. You actually put you in there too. Okay. So if what you really want is to keep progress for the weekend, not to fall off and have to get back on and, keep this up and down roller coaster thing going, in this way, you're going to keep going forward. You might do something different. Like I said, you might have a glass of wine because it's Saturday and you're out to dinner that you wouldn't normally during the week. You might have something that you wouldn't normally have, like maybe you'll share a dessert with somebody, or maybe you're not really a big fast food eater during the week, but you're running so much during, the weekend that you're going to stop and get something that's not really your normal. Okay, so your weight loss might slow over the weekend, but it doesn't have to grind to a halt or go backwards. And that keeps you going forward. That keeps you progressing. And so just think about it in a way that helps you move, helps you be, even if it's small steps forward over the weekend, it's still forward. Now, if you make a mistake, like you're like, oh, I didn't do that. I didn't plan that. This isn't what I wanted. It's not a problem. It's not a problem because then you wake up and you have a whole new day ahead of you. The next day you can start again. You don't have to wait till Monday. You don't have to wait until, oh, I'll do it next week. You can start. Like if right now you just had dinner and you're like, oh, you know what? It was a crazy week and I just went off tonight. I had some ginormous dinner and I had a cookie the size of my head and I can't believe I did that. Not a problem. Not a problem. That's done. Now we're going to wait for the next time you're hungry before you eat again. If those of you who have been following me for a while, there's some real basic stuff that I teach that no doubt, very simple stuff, but not easy. Not easy because of the programming in our brains of the stuff that we do. We just do naturally. We've learned over the years it's programming. So definitely know that just because something's simple doesn't mean it's easy. And that's why we work at it. But if right now you're like, oh yeah, I blew it and it's Friday night and I'm already off track, that's okay. Stop. Make your plan. Like I said, 2 minutes tonight. You just write down your plan for tomorrow and then you implement it. You do exactly what you promised yourself you were going to do all day tomorrow. It sounds so simple, and it can be, but it's just a matter of actually practicing, doing, and keeping your promises to yourself for what you say you're going to do. But it starts with a commitment. It starts with remembering what you really want. And it starts with making sure that you make that plan and stick to it. Practice sticking to it. So I just wanted to say that to you. I just wanted to just offer you a little boost for the weekend, a little reminder not to forget yourself as you go forward, and just take yourself along the way with all of the busyness, all of the summer weekends, we're actually going to Maverick City Music concert this weekend, and I'm super excited, but it's going to be a long night. It's going to be a late night, and I got to be at the hospital first thing in the morning on Monday, and I'm like, whoo, I'm going to be tired, but it's going to be worth it. It's going to be fun. But still, it's going to be a lot, In the meantime, I want to make sure I make a plan for how to take care of me in all of it. So I can keep giving to the kids, keep giving to my husband, keep giving to my friends. So I'm glad you're here. Thank you, Libra Spirit. Thank you, Angela. I love y'all. And good for you, Valerie. Keep drinking that water. Good for you. I'm so proud of y'all. Anyway, I just want to tell you I love you. And thank you for being here. Share, like, subscribe, all the things, do all the things. Share with all the people, because there's so many of us who just need encouragement and love and support along this journey. And so I'm Dr. Andrea Christian Parks, and I want you to have a good weekend. Good night.